How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is episode 12 of a Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map Alma, Missouri. When we last left off, we ended up putting in all that effort, all the work into harvesting our main barley field, and we got so much off of it. And in the background, we ended up working on getting it all converted into seeds. Just like we showed there at the very end, we were converting it all to seeds. It was over 160,000 liters worth of barley, converting that into seeds. And then we took it out on the train, got paid for it. Holy smokes, $500,000 plus. We take a look at the kind of price breakdown here. You'll see the let's see, where is it? Harvest income, $443,000 for harvest income, plus an extra $30-some thousand for the environmental bonus that they pay us here. It was incredible, just a huge payout. Very nice. But what do we got going on here today? Well, I'm up here at Mama Joe's Diner. I was sitting here after getting everything all done up there with the train and getting all my seed delivered and sold off. I was sitting up here having some dinner, and I heard one of my neighbors, and they were telling me about how one of their bits of equipment is broken and they need help. They've got a grass field that they need to have attended to, but they have no way of taking care of it. Their baler went out on them, so they don't have a way to bale it. And yeah, I told them, hey, I'll tell you what, I've got all the equipment back at the farm. Let me go ahead. Let me finish my meal. I'll go ahead, hop right on it. I'll go back there, get my mower, get my baler, and kind of go from there. He wants to make a whole bunch of hay. I told him, look, you give me a little bit of cash and we'll be good to go. And he's like, you know what? Let's do that. We'll absolutely do that because he's on a time crunch. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. Is we're going to be starting to work on that. We also, because we have the $513,000 in the bank account now, I can go ahead and pay off that small loan I had. I had a $50,000 loan in the last episode. I'm going to go ahead and pay that off at, probably tomorrow because, you know, banks are closed now. So go ahead and head back to the farm and pick up all my equipment. Start getting ready to work on the fields. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, so I have my mower here. I'm getting ready to approach the field. And yeah, we've got little itty bitty field. It's not overwhelmingly large. It's part of the reason why I also agreed is, you know, it's certainly not this field off to my left here. It's this one directly in front of me that's needing to be made into hay. So it was a pretty straightforward, easy job. So we can make a little bit of money, help out a neighbor at the same time. It all works out in the end. Ooh, it's getting a little dark over here. Go ahead and brighten it up with some lights. So yeah, we're just going to make our way around this whole thing, probably do a couple passes on the outside, and then just start heading back and forth in the middle. Be able to really be in a good position here. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work and see you when this is all said and done. Alright, we're all done with the field and the cutting. Let's go ahead and lift this up. I'm going to go ahead and take this back to the farm, and I'm going to bring over my tractor, baler, and windrower. We'll see in a little while. Alright, back here with all my equipment. Let's go ahead and first off, Lower down the windrower. Lower the collector. And there we go. Let's do this. So I'm on the final pass here, getting ready to go ahead and just get this last little bit. Go off to the left a little bit so I miss that bale to my right. Oh yeah, plenty of space. And let's see what we get. Alright, we got everything here. Perfect. Let's go ahead and fold this away. Turn that off. Put it up. Pick it up. There we go. Am I going to be able to shift into gear? There we go. Perfect. Alright. Now we need to go pick up the truck and trailer and deliver all these bales. We'll see you in a while. Alright, so I just finished picking up all the bales. I have 8 bales total, 72,000 liters of hay here. Need to go ahead and take this up to the delivery point, which is the right there by the animal dealer. Gonna go ahead and take care of this, and then we are gonna get to work back at the farm, because it just dawned on me that if I hurry, I could potentially get the field there, the one that had barley in it, I could get it reseeded and re-mulched with some soybeans. So I think that might be a good way to go. But I also think I'm going to make a purchase. I went ahead and called up to the shop owner. They said that the store was closed, but they would be more than willing to help me out here, because it's kind of a last minute kind of decision that I'm making here. So they were very, very nice. They were very willing and accommodating for me. So I'm definitely, definitely pondering the purchase. Gonna be a big one, but very much needed for the farm. So let's go ahead and go right over here. This is where we need to take the hay to. And then what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and back up. And there we go. We are sawing off some bales that should be really close to everything. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, we got it. Got it that time. All the bales have been sold off. Now, let's go ahead and get back to the farm. Once we get back there, we're going to jet back up to the shop and meet up with the owners there. So, again, super, super grateful they were able to accommodate us and be able to help us out on this kind of last-minute project. So I will get back to the farm and get right back up to the shop. We'll see you in a little while. Alright, so I made it back up here to the shop. I'm going to go ahead and get my purchases out of the way and be good to go from there. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, as you can see, the money has gone way down, but there's a good reason behind it. This is why. I bought me a big new tractor. Oh yes, this was a long time coming. A long time coming. We needed something with a bit more giddy up. But I also leased out a mulcher and a seeder. This way we can go ahead and get everything done on the field that we need to do. We also, I also need to get some kind of lime spreader. So let me get that too. I'll be right back after I get that, and we'll go ahead and get to work. All right, now we have everything we need. Right there, we got us a little bit of the little bit of the John Deere going. Looks like they did something wrong there, but we've got everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get them to fix this, and then get everything at the farm. We'll be good to go. All right, so I made it up here to the farm with my leased mulcher. Let's go ahead and bring this onto the field. There we go. Drop it down. And there we go. We're going to boogie around this field at 21 miles an hour. Going to get this done as quickly as possible. Very, very nice. All right, let's do this. All right, so I am working on the liming while I have a guest here working on the rolling or the mulching, trying to get as much done as quick as possible. And as soon as that worker is done, I'll be able to turn them loose on getting the field planted. So we're trying to do as much as we possibly can, and thankfully we don't have a lot to do with lime here. We don't have to put a lot down. There's still a little bit left over from when we first did our harvest last season, or this past season. So we should be able to get by with just whatever's in the tub here and be kind of good to go from there. But we are just going to be chucking around real quick, trying to get all this stuff done as fast as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and cut us out here, cut us back in as soon as the mulching and the liming is done. We'll see you in a little bit. So we're all done with the liming, we're all done with the mulching, and now we are here ready to start seeding. We've got it set to soybeans. Let's go ahead and lower this down, fire this up, and get to work. We have got a lot to do here. We've got about 4 hours to go before we can hopefully get all this done in that 4 hours. I mean, I'm honestly just a little bit nervous about this, but we got to try it. If we can squeak this all in the 4 hours, and we'll be good to go. But the window is closing, so I have got to get to work, get this done, and as soon as we get this done, we could take a sigh of relief. But we've got a bunch of night farming to do, so let's do it. We are on our last little bit here on this field. Gonna drop it down, move on. There we go. That's it. The field is done, and I am so pleased. Took us a little over an hour, but we got it all done. And here, if we stop here, you look at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see pH level is perfect. Nitrogen is perfect because soybeans don't require additional nitrogen. So that is awesome. It's going to save us a little bit of money here and now. We didn't have to spend a whole ton on fertilizer or anything like that. Don't have to go and procure it. Save us a trip. All we had to do is just lease out a seeder that allowed us to plant this particular product, and it worked out perfect. Worked out absolutely perfect. But it is now what, 9 o'clock at night. It's time to call it a night. We will go ahead and empty out the rest of the seed here, 3,000 liters of seed. We will then take the equipment back to the shop, park it out back, and yeah, we will call it a day where we can eventually come home, relax, and yeah, get some well-deserved rest. So I will go ahead and pick it back up tomorrow. We'll see you then. Good morning, everybody. It was a late night last night. It's a early morning today. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, and we've got tons of stuff to do here around the farm. We've got to clean up big time. We've got a whole bunch of stuff just strewn about the entirety of the farm, and we have got more fields to manage. We've got our alfalfa field that's ready to be harvested. Our grass field over at the old homestead field, that is ready to harvest. We have got a bunch of stuff to do around here, and I am going to get it done. So let's first start by going around all the pens, pastures, and the greenhouses, check on them to see if they need anything, and kind of go from there. I also got a hold of my contractor bright and early this morning, and they will be on their way over here very soon because I need an upgrade to one of my systems. So when they get here, we'll go ahead and attack that. But for right now, let's start going around and getting things done. So first off, let's go ahead and check out our greenhouses right here. We've got quite a bit of product just kind of hanging out here. We've got plenty of stuff in here, but we need some manure in here. This is starting to run low-ish, about 7,000 liters. So we're going to address that. Let's go ahead and take a look over here. How's the honey looking? Let's see. Honey's looking good. It's starting to stack up over here, nice and tall. That's awesome. Let's see how the cows are looking. Let's see. Cows have less than 100,000 liters of food, but they need, oh wow, we've got 128,000 liters of slurry, and wow, milk is 75,000 liters, manure is 66,000 liters. So we've got plenty of manure, plenty of slurry over here. Anyways, I'm gonna have to think some things over. Yeah, you see, we got all of our equipment just kind of strewn about the yard here. We've got our harvester way over here. Like, let's go over here real quick, because if we pull over here, yeah, check this out. We've got quite a bit of manure just kind of sitting around here. We got some stuff we got to be able to do. Let's go over here. Let's see how the sheep are looking. Sheep are, oh yeah, they have about 20,000 liters of food, so we can stack them up pretty good. Oh, let's take this. Move this here. Perfect. Now let's check out the chickens, see how they look. Oh yeah, 99,000 liters. They're doing perfect. And they've got almost a full pallet there, so they're chugging along. So yeah, I think all in all we're doing pretty good. We just have to just got to be able to squirrel everything away. So let's go ahead and start with our equipment. We're gonna get these cleaned up, put away. Let's see, can I Yeah, I can get through. Okay. So right here we have the power washer. Let's go ahead and power wash this. Very nice. We're going to be able to get everything nice and good looking again. And we can also get a few things staged because we've got to go ahead and get the mowing equipment over to the, let's see, over to the alfalfa field as well as the grass field. So we're going to have to get that up and running too. So let's go ahead and move this over here. See, I'm almost thinking it'd be nice to be able to knock out this set of trees right here, to be able to expand this area as kind of a drivable area, so that way we can use this as kind of tractor parking right here. That's what I've been doing here, but I've been pulling in from this direction and pulling in, looking in this kind of direction. But it'd be nice to be able to actually have some space to come in over here to back in and then boom, be good to go. So I think that we might do that at some point. See, wouldn't it be nice to be able to have some nice clearance? There we go. Be able to store our tractors under this overhang. I think that'd be really nice. Alright, so now we're going to grab... No, not this. Let's go and grab our mower. And we need to also leave behind our conditioner from this, because we want straight up alfalfa. We don't want alfalfa hay. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop the conditioner right here. So we need to lower this. Nope, that was wrong. Lower this. Leave that. There it is. Perfect. How's this looking, by the way? You know what? We'll clean it when we come back. That's fine. So look at that. Alfalfa is all set and ready to go. That'll be something nice to do. Let's see. Let's put this right here. Perfect. We'll also grab our brand new beautiful case magnum. We'll hook up to the baler and windrower. We'll get everything cleaned off before using... Actually, no, it doesn't make sense to clean it since we're just going to dirty it back up. Let's do that afterwards. That's exactly what we'll do, is we'll clean everything up after, if we're going to be using it right now. So first things first. There we go. Let's go ahead and pull around. Something like this. Perfect. Okay. You know what? I keep walking by this here, and I keep seeing 128,000 liters of slurry, 66,000 liters of manure. I mean, we're not going to have 66,000 total because we're going to put some of it in the greenhouse over there. But I feel like that's just needing to be used. Alright, well, let's go ahead and grab this semi here. This definitely needs to be cleaned. This is filthy. But again, we're going to be picking up the bales, so no, we don't need that. There we go. Alright, so that's all staged. Now, Let's see. Can move all this stuff out of the way. I've got the telehandler over there. All right, telehandler, let's go ahead and grab it. We'll start loading up some manure and then go from there. So we've got to go grab the bucket. We need to put the pallet forks away. Let's see. Let's go ahead and extend out the arm here. There we go. We're also going to have to come in through the new soybean field and going to have to weed in there because there's a whole bunch of weeds now that that's been planted. As you can see, you can see them. Where are they? There's one right there. Nasty, nasty weeds. We got to do something about those. All right, let's grab us some manure. We'll go ahead and load into that greenhouse, and we'll be good to go from there. Let's go ahead and open up the bucket. There we go. Now we'll take this over the greenhouse. Dump this in. All right, let's bring this here. Perfect. Wait, not perfect, not perfect, not perfect. It was dumping behind it. Oh no. I can't get to that manure that's back in there now. That's a bummer. Oh well. Alright, well I'm going to keep on loading the manure that I have here into the greenhouse, get that full up, and then we are going to be setting our sights on the next task. So, I will cut us out here and cut us back in as soon as we're all done. See you in a while. Alright, so I think I've come to a decision. I've been sitting here going back and forth. I got the greenhouse all topped off with manure, but I've still got a ton of manure in here. 49,000 liters of manure plus 120,000 liters of slurry. What am I going to do with all this? This is now just kind of here, sitting back and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's collecting more and more. I need to figure out something to do. So I got to thinking about it. I made a few calls to some locals here in the area, and I think I got a solution. So I'm going to go work some things out, pull some strings, and see what we can do. So I will go ahead and cut out from here and cut us back in as soon as everything's been taken care of. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, so we are back, and we got a lot of stuff done. The contractor showed up, and as you can see, we took out the water system back here, and we were able to add a new upgraded version. So now we should be able to start slinging out some water into all the various components here around the farm. That's going to be a well-needed upgrade going forward. What we also did As you can see, the money has been adjusted. We'll call it adjusted. And the reason that is because we had a $50,000 loan. We took out a additional $350,000. Yeah, we got ourselves into some debt. But it's going to be worth it because now I have something I can do with all the product that's in storage here. We've got the 140 some thousand liters, or how much was it? 130,000 liters of slurry, 49,000 liters of manure. We've got so much product here that needs to be utilized. Well, what did I do? I bought the biogas plant on the east side of the farm there. So we are going to start working on getting all this product out to the biogas plant, get it taken care of and put in so we can start making some products. So I need my truck here. Before we can even start doing that, need the truck, need to uncouple from this trailer, and I need to go get my belly dump trailer and utilize it for the manure. I then need to go and buy myself a liquid transport trailer because I have nothing that I can haul liquids around here with, and kind of go from there. So let's go ahead and connect here. There we go. Just come out the back side here. Come right over, load up all that manure, and be good to go from here. Oh, huh. I'm in the wrong spot. Let's go ahead and get this all out of the way. There we go. Whoa, there's the trailer right there. Oops. Alright, well, let's go ahead and work on getting this all loaded. I will... Ooh, this is going to be a tight squeeze. Alright, I'm going to get this all loaded, and I will meet you back over at the biogas plant. We'll see you in a while. Alright, so I am on the road to the biogas plant. You can see there's the stone factory right there. And just beyond it, on the other side of those trees, is the brand new biogas plant that I just recently purchased. $300,000 to purchase it. It wasn't too terribly bad, but it's going to give us digestate as an output that we can use on our fields. We can also utilize the methane that is going to be produced from this process as well. So I think all in all, it's going to work out rather nicely, but we need to first get it up and running. So dump out all that manure there. And first things first, go ahead and do that. There we go. It is going to chug along. With the manure, we're going to take 2,020 liters in and get 303 liters of methane and 606 liters of digestate out. So, very awesome. That is the start of some new product. Now, let's go grab the rest of the manure, and then we have to run up to the shop and purchase us some sort of liquids transport trailer. Because we got to get a bunch of slurry over here. Tons and tons of slurry. So I will go ahead and get the remainder of the manure over here, and then once we get the manure over here, we'll get the trailer for the slurry. We'll see you over there. So I made it up here to the shop, went ahead and bought myself a brand new liquids tanker. Check it out. Let's go ahead and hook up to it and get back to the farm. We'll meet you over there. So we're pulling in here to the farm. We're going to go ahead and start picking up the slurry and bring it over to the biogas plant. Let's pull up right here. There we go. Check it out. We are loading. We are getting it all out of here. It's probably going to take about, I think, maybe 2 trips over. So let's go ahead and take over as much as we possibly can and get this done. And you know what? We might even take over some silage bales as well. That might not be a bad idea. I have to think that one over. Anyways, go ahead and head on out. We'll see you back here once everything's all loaded up. Ooh, can I squeeze through? Ooh, maybe. Yeah, maybe not. Anyways, see you back here in a little while. And here we have the second batch of slurry that we're getting ready to drop off here at the biogas plant. Pull in here. Be able to drop it off right here. Unload. You can see just what we got going on here. 70,000 and rising. We still have 50,000 liters of manure. That's chugging along. We now have 141 liters of methane and 284 liters of digestate. That's only going to go up from here. Let's make sure that we've got this running. Slurry and manure are both going, so that's awesome. Where does that leave us? Wow, so we have a lot more room for slurry than we do for manure, which is fine. That's not a big deal. So now we're going to head back to the farm. We're going to load up a whole bunch of silage bales. I'm thinking an entire trailer load. Yeah, I think an entire trailer load. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we will go ahead and drop it off here at the biogas plant, get that up and running, and then we'll really be producing, we'll really be getting some methane, some digestate, and yeah, we'll be able to be really good to go from there. So we're pulling back into the biogas plant here. Go ahead and forgot I had to turn these on to get the bales out of the barn there. We're going to pull up right over to here. And then we're going to drop off all the bales. There we go. There we go. 134,000 liters of silage, 127,000 liters of slurry, and 49,000 liters of manure. And there we go. Now we are chugging along. Actually, really chugging along with that silage. That's gonna... Alright, well that's gonna produce us quite a bit of product. I am really happy about that. Now, I do want to see, because methane is something that we can sell. Let's see, methane selling station for $799. That's actually not a bad price, I don't think, because silage bales by themselves, if we can sell, what's the high point? 340? Oh, wow. So, I mean, we are taking a reduction, though. That's the only problem, is this is a reduction, but I think at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it. Because we can utilize that methane for other things around here. So let's go ahead and get back to work. We've got a bunch of stuff to do on the farm, like I mentioned earlier. Let's get to it. All right, so I made it back here to the farm, and I came out here to take a look at my soybean field, and you can see that there are weeds growing on my farm, on my field here, and I'm going to have to go ahead and deal with those here at some point. But I think what's more pressing now is to get this product taken care of. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. I did go ahead and buy a new sprayer for my tractor here. So we're going to go ahead and deal with that at some point, just not at the moment. So let's go ahead and drop this down and fire it up. And here we go. Let's make our way around and get this done. All right, there we go. We're all finished. Let's go ahead and put this particular mower away. We'll wash it off real quick because it is now filthy all over again. And yeah, we'll tuck it in bed, and actually, no, we won't do that. I will send it over to the homestead field actually, because yeah, that one needs to be done too, but I don't think we're going to have enough time to do it in this episode. So let's go ahead and just send it over and be kind of good to go from there. All right, now it is time to get to work with our new favorite toy. We have got us our beauty case magnum here. Let's go ahead and lower that, unfold, turn on. And here we go. Now we're picking up the last 2 rows here. And perfect. Let's go ahead and fold this away. Pick this up, turn it off, fold that. Alright, now we're going to send this over to the next field, and we've got to pick up all these bales. So I'll go ahead and pick up all the bales, and then we will figure out what to do with them. Probably end up just throwing them into storage for the time being, but we shall see. I will go ahead and get them all up and cut us back in as soon as we're done. See you in a while. Alright, so I've got all the bales from the field. We got tons of alfalfa now, and those will be turned into silage over the next few months. Let's go ahead and unload those. Perfect. 35 alfalfa bales, 10,000 liters each. Very, very awesome. What is that? 350,000? Yeah, 350,000 liters of alfalfa right there in one go round. I'm okay with that. And one grass bale. Huh. So there must have been a little bit of extra product left in the chamber of the baler. So yeah, we got quite a bit of stuff accomplished today. Not as much as I was hoping for, but that's okay. We can certainly pick that up on the next one. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. It shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.